I recorded a couple of videos about the feeding of the 5,000, specifically focusing on the part where Jesus tells the disciples to feed them before he performs the miracle. And so I've been thinking about it myself so much and imagining what would I do if I was there. You know what the disciples said? They said to him, "Shall we go and buy 200 penny worth of bread and give them to eat?" What do we got? We don't have that money. How are we able to go in this hour and get all this food for this crowd of people in front of us? What would I say? I don't know. You know, sometimes when we face with situations and we go, you know, the word says this, but then we go and we start running every which direction in our minds, researching things, trying to figure out what could be done, instead of sitting quietly in his presence and understanding the greater one is here with us, in us, that we are able to cast our cares on him. You know, for example, even when COVID came, I knew that no plague shall come near my dwelling because it says so in the word. You know, when God says, no plague shall come near your dwelling, what do I do with that? Do I say, well, everybody else, you know, other Christians are getting sick and this and that, and maybe it doesn't work? I didn't try to reason through it. I could have reasoned and talked myself out of faith very quickly, but I simply stayed on that word. And you know, it did try to come near me. One day I was laying in bed with my kids, and I felt this twisting in my hips. And I heard this was one of the COVID symptoms. And my hips just hurt, like as if someone was just twisting it every which way. My bones were just being twisted. And I was like, oh, I see. And I'm laying there and I'm thinking, I'm going to sleep in a little bit, and nothing is going to come between me and my sleep. I take my sleep seriously. I need my rest to do what I need to do every day. And so I went to bed and I just stubbornly said, no, I am not getting sick. I have no time for this, and no one can do the work that I need to do. And so in about an hour or so, I fell asleep and I woke up as if nothing happened. I don't know what it was, but all I know is that I never got sick. God says no plague shall come near your dwelling. So I just take it at his word. The greater one is here. He says, you feed them. Then I say, okay, Lord, show me how and guide me in your path. And I will walk in the life abundant and in supernatural.